Wheel of Fortune hosts Stumped by Woman's Picks, but never expected this. The cutthroat gameplay and nature of Wheel of Fortune makes it arguably the most popular and well-known game show. The audience constantly tries to figure out the contestant's strategy, and this makes for riveting viewing. But one woman completely baffled everyone watching. Nora found Tana's bizarre game plan befuddled the audience, but then when she revealed her tactic, the audience was left reeling. The game started and Pat Sajak, the host, introduced the contestants. Troy, Steve, and Nora were to take the stage that day. These three contestants had something in common. They all shared a dark past. The audience had no idea what to expect until the identity of the players was revealed to them. But one of the contestants was about to play the game in a way never seen before. Wheel of Fortune had decided to do something incredible during Veterans Week one year and dedicated an entire episode to soldiers, both present and past. Keeping to this theme, all three of the players had served at one point or another, but one woman was about to make her mark on the game show that would never be forgotten. Nora blew through the first few rounds and earned a cool $13,970, but her game was about to change and not for the better. Although the show featured a number of veterans, it was still a competition nonetheless. People who play Wheel of Fortune are highly competitive and ruthless. The audience was expecting a riveting game from the veterans, but they never expected that one woman would change the game as they knew it. Nora's bizarre strategy baffled everyone. After Nora's winning streak, her game changed quickly. The leading contestants started to play a game in such a way that everyone grew suspicious. In a final speed round, Nora made a highly unorthodox choice. Her competitors were choosing popular letters, such as T, but Nora decided to risk everything and selected the letter C. Unsurprisingly, the board didn't light up. Nora had chosen the most uncommon letter in Wheel of Fortune, but why would Nora choose it? People wondered if Nora's decision had been a bold one. Perhaps she was playing the field by eliminating the difficult letters first. But nevertheless, she still had a few turns left, and the audience hoped that she would soar ahead once more. The round progressed and another contestant picked another correct letter, T. Surely now it was Nora's game. But what she chose next made the audience flip. Nora picked the letter Q next in a second bizarre turn of events. People reeled with surprise at her selection of yet another obscure letter. It began to seem like Nora didn't want to win at all. People began to speculate about her strange strategy. Maybe she was trying to fall behind to make her victory all the more dramatic. That would certainly make for a glorious comeback when she redeemed herself from her unsuccessful selections. But then things only got weirder. Nora's gameplay in the last rounds left people wondering. Even the host of the show, Pat Sajak, began to raise his eyebrow at her questionable choices. He'd never seen such bizarre tactics on the show before. The leader of the game would usually be well on their way to victory by now, or at least have a point on the board. Then it was Nora's turn once more. The audience waited to see what she would do next with bated breath. But the live audience wasn't the only one watching Nora. The viewers at home took to social media in a frenzy, and hundreds of messages started flooding in. People just couldn't understand what Nora's strategy was, but surely there was a reason behind it all? The anxiety across America grew as Nora was up once more. People on Twitter and the live audience hung on her every word, but what she said next was dumbfounding. Nora made her final pick in the speed round in an attempt to win, but when she uttered the letter she'd chosen, people were completely flabbergasted. Nora's final choice was again an obscure letter X. People couldn't believe it. It was almost as if she really did want to lose. The audience sighed in exasperation as the consonant left her mouth, but then Nora finally revealed her strategy. Nora had naturally lost the round, and to add insult to injury, she also lost a whopping $33,000. She'd guessed the phrase by appointment incorrectly, but then Nora let the audience in on her little secret. Nora had indeed wanted to lose the game and didn't want to add any of the money she'd accumulated in her first few rounds. But why? Why go onto a game show just to lose deliberately? Nora then explained her logic to the audience, and it left them in utter disbelief. What Nora said next left onlookers in tears. Nora explained that she wanted the veterans to go home with something. She'd wanted to share her winnings. Game shows are usually ruthless, but this woman had selflessly put the needs of her fellow comrades before her own, and everyone loved her for it. She hadn't won much, but she had won the hearts of all who had seen her act of kindness. Social media was abuzz with messages. Social media was in a frenzy after Nora's revelation. She was praised on numerous platforms, and the viewers who'd been left in suspense for so long and those who had questioned her bad choices were in awe when she revealed her reasoning behind it all. People were moved by Noura's display of selflessness, and everyone loved her for it, and she didn't leave Wheel of Fortune empty-handed. Noura had deliberately eschewed a large sum of money, but she still walked away with $14,000 and the respect and admiration of an entire nation. When the show came to an end, she clapped her hands excitedly, feeling no remorse over her gameplay. Then she revealed what she planned to do with her winnings. Noura was asked what she planned on doing with her winnings, and she shared she was going on a holiday. "I'm going to Belize," she excitedly exclaimed. The game show host Pat Sajak thanked her for her participation and added, "You made us all happy." Noura's act of selflessness touched many witnesses. Everybody was in awe over how kind one woman could be. We hope Noura had a great time in Belize. She certainly earned it. For Noura, kindness was its own reward, and her appearance on Wheel of Fortune was probably the most memorable day of her life.